Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching our series on the 8 Milestones of M&A. I'm your host, Jacob, and today we'll be starting with the engagement letter. We typically work with our clients for several months prior to this first milestone, but the engagement letter is where your M&A journey officially begins. Completing this document starts you on the 8 milestone path pictured here. Our goal is to maximize your business exit, and it all begins with the engagement letter. Your engagement letter will have 4 key parts, and we'll cover each of these today. They are the services offered, exclusivity and term of the engagement, the success fee, and the termination and tail period. First, we will start with the services offered. This section defines the collective goal of the engagement and clearly states what services you are getting from us. This section will cover all the processes and procedures that will be implemented to ensure the best outcome is achieved. Ultimately, you want this section to highlight everything that will be done by us to help you achieve your goal. This section is essentially what you are paying for. Next, let's start with the definition of exclusivity. This is an agreed upon period of time where you, the seller, are prohibited from working with another investment bank to sell your company. And really, you need to understand why this is important, and there are 2 things to consider. First, most all qualified investment banks will require this. The reason is that the sales process can take months, and commitment is needed from both parties. Secondly, think of the confusion that could be caused if buyers are seeing your company marketed by multiple investment banks. This disorganization alone could deter them from wanting to move forward with acquiring your company. From here, we'll go into the term of the engagement, and really this is an agreement on the timeframe of the partnership between you and us, and this is a vital detail in your contract. Now typically, you can expect terms to go from 6 to 12 months. This allows us time to navigate you through the remaining 7 milestones of your M&A journey. The fee agreement is the amount that you agree to pay for our professional services, and it can be broken down into 2 parts, a retainer and a success fee. So the retainer fee acknowledges the effort and the work that we are putting into preparing and taking your company to market. It's also a commitment from you, the business owner, to this process. By paying this small fee, you are showing a clear intention of exiting your business. However, the success fee is rewarded at closing. The emphasis is always going to be placed on the success fee, as it is our primary form of compensation for our services. This fee is due at closing and is 100% contingent on a successful outcome. This fee is typically calculated as a percent of the total transaction size. Again, the goal with this fee structure is to align incentives and build a mutual commitment toward a shared success. Lastly, let's look at the termination and tail periods. First, on the termination right, it clearly states your right to terminate after the engagement period is complete. Next, the tail period states that even after termination, payment is still possible if a deal concludes. Now, there must be certain criteria met, and that will be clearly written and explained, but it's important to fully understand both of these periods prior to signing your engagement letter. The reason being, they would have a significant impact on your future decisions. For example, let's say you weren't our client and you initially chose to work with a poorly equipped or subpar investment bank or business broker. A future investment bank, like us, might be hesitant to assist if you wanted to switch, as our efforts could be overshadowed by this tail period clause. The key to all this is education, diligence, and trust. We highly encourage all business owners to be very thorough in all aspects of their exit strategy. Be sure to continue watching the rest of our 8-part series on the Milestones of M&A presented by Transact Capital.